Hello, welcome to badatpad, where now time you tries to beat endgame content. So today I want to go over the plethora of announcements that were announced on stream, Gungho North America's official stream yesterday. We have quite a bit of new information and some really exciting updates. So I wanted to go over them on stream. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. Just have to say that it is currently Thanksgiving. Spend time with your family. Hopefully you did that and then you came to watch this video after. Second of all, if you live in North America, happy Thanksgiving. Or if you live in the US, Canada does not have Thanksgiving at the same time or of the same nature that I'm aware of. Second of all, I don't think I'm going to do a ranking dungeon video because I haven't been able to crown, but this is where I'm at. Unfortunately, not crowning. I'm stuck. It's hard. The scores are squished to the top and I just can't get that run. If you're curious about the team, this is what I'm where is it? This is what I'm using. It's a pretty standard ranking team. Got the Erd, the Swim Ring, the Basil, the Barber Julie with the Helen, some follow-up attack, some skill boosts, yada yada. But no luck so far. I don't think I will have luck with this dungeon. I thought it would be easy, but it's not. To crown. Anyways, that aside, we have that sadness aside, we have a lot of happiness. So let's look, all these things are from this boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little panels on here from the stream. So what are we doing? Let's go over them. First of all, we have this. We have a special holiday bargain set. So the essentials is that you can pay $9.99 to get 10 stones, some super snow globes, and a guaranteed witch. So it's going to be... I can name them all. I don't think Kenji on stream could. But we have Madhu, Reach, Zella, Saline, Varroa. Yes. Speaking of Kenji, I need to know what he eats, because I don't know how you get that buff. That's all there is to that sentence. But $10 for a guaranteed witch and 10 stones is amazing, because again, like I mentioned in my other video with heroines, like those top tier, or not top tier, those top rarity cards are like great trade fodder for things coming in the future. Such as the machine we're going to talk about, which is the... I don't know what it's called. I always forget the name, because there's like 3 names in the one name, but we'll talk about it in a bit. But, like, this is great for the value. $10 for, like, a guaranteed 7-star, that's amazing. So I'm actually going to be doing that roll at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's only $10. So I highly recommend this one. This thing. This bundle. It's here for 2 months, I think, is what it said. Or so. You go watch it back. I don't remember. Next we have some new evolutions. I'm probably going to go pretty quickly through these, but let's see. We got Reincarnated of the Vages, which make them both better. They both get higher attack. I like that they both have different sub-attributes to their main attributes, because I found out that when Awoken Vajrak says light, and use a button with him, since he's double light attribute, the second light attribute is only 10% of his attack, which makes the button damage overall worse. But now that he's green sub-attribute, it'll be the normal 30%, so he'll be a stronger button on top of having more attack because he has a higher evolution stage. And same with Vajra, but blah blah blah. Let's see. Next, we have Venus. I can't zoom in any farther than this. They won't let me zoom in on this post. Let's see. I don't have a Venus, unfortunately. But her awakenings are fine. I mean, they're not like, they're nothing amazing, awakening-wise. The active skill is the same. She's an L style leader, 16. It's not I mean, 16x, 6 combos in L, no recovery. It's like fine. It's fine. I don't have a Venus. Let's see, we have some small buffs to other things. Ryune locks water orbs, which is interesting. I don't know they made skill max 11 turns, so it went down by 1 because of that orb lock. I don't know if you want to lock the orbs so often. It doesn't lock the full board, which is usually what you want when you have locked orbs, when you're trying to bypass some crazy spinners from Keela or something, but it is what it is. Same with Sylvie. Dantalion got an addition to his active skill, and as did Paimon and Gremory. To me, they're kind of minor. Shelling Ford got some new things. Oh wow. Actually, Shelling Ford just got some new stuff in Japan, so I'm like confused. Hold on. Shelling Ford actually got assist evolutions announced in Japan, by the way. One of the important ones being that Light Shelling Ford, who has a pierce through enemy damage void for 1 turn. In Japan, his weapon assist active skill became for 3 turns, which is bonkers. I believe that's what I read in the translations. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure that's what it is. And this one I think is the most significant one, which is that Akain got like a huge decrease, a 5-turn decrease to her active skill. Speaking of pierce through damage void actives, I think Akain is the shortest now at 25. I think Hao and this Shelling Ford are both 30 turns still, but Akain is 25. Let me look up Hao actually. I think I'm remembering correctly. How the Future King. Yeah, 30 turns. Probably because he includes a board change. I don't remember what Akain's secondary part of her active is. Anyways, it's great. I think Akain for me is the most exciting one. Number 1 because I have an Akain, but number 2, it's the most significant. I think it's the most significant change. Oh shoot. It's doing some wonky Wi-Fi stuff. Go, work. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, please. No, it's not loading. Okay. Next we have, I don't know what this one is. I don't remember. Pad Appreciation and Android's 7th anniversary. So this just details what's going on for the next 2 weeks. Looks like we're getting the Android thing back again. Let's see, we got a gift dungeon. 3 gift dungeons. Cool. Every day, 21 Tamadras. So for, looks like, for a week or so? No. Yes. You get some stones from these gift dungeons. We get the Android thing back. Ooh, fun. I want this. I'm gonna hold off for this. A great Palag machine that has eggs. Anything that has like evolved eggs, like I'm into. Like Zahak eggs and stuff, or Zahak gems. I'm into that. Let's blah 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 back. Let's find the more exciting things. Okay. Another exciting thing. New Fest exclusives. Let me actually look at the other event first. Is there another event? Where's the... Let's look at this event, because this appreciation one first, because this details some of the stuff related to the new Fest exclusives and how to obtain them. So, daily login magic stones. So, 5 stones a day for 2 months. Holy moly. That's pretty great. So, a total of 310 magic stones. What? That's a lot of stones. So make sure you do your daily logins. Let's see. Number 2, if you log in during the month of December, we get a appreciation medal that you can trade in front of the 2 new Fest exclusives, which I'll show them in a little bit. So if you logged in December, you get a medal that you can trade for Fagan, Rai, and Zayrog core. And if you log in January, you can get one of the old 7-star GFEs that were medal tradable, which was Seal, Giga, and Non. So for me, I'm very happy because Giga has evaded me to this day. So I'm definitely going to grab myself a Giga and complete the set. What else? We also have some upcoming events, which are pretty exciting. Super Player's Choice Godfest. So maybe if you're planning to roll in a Godfest, hold off or even a super Godfest like the current one. Hold off. Wait for this. This will probably have better stuff in it because we get to vote for it. Although there is an event that is very competing in terms of strong machines that you should spend your stones in upcoming. Let's see. This is amazing. So looks like throughout December you'll be able to trade rainbow event medals for gems of hard to obtain gem monsters, which is super exciting. So Chillin, Air Shudder, Hade, Brahma, Senri, these are all materials that you need for super reincarnations. That's the end of that sentence. So this is pretty exciting because I have a ton of rainbow medals and nothing to use them on, and these gems are a pain in the butt to make. Like, for instance, Aris gem needs to get an Aris gem, you need 2 evolved Arises, and I think each Aris needs is a Hawk gem and a bunch of other hard gems, so like, it's so annoying to make. Which is why I said that pallet machine earlier was nice, because it gives stuff like the Hawk eggs. They're annoying to clear the dungeons, to like get the evil mats for, it's like a pain in the butt, but now you can just trade rainbow medals for them, so I'm probably going to try to obtain like a few of each of these with some rainbow medals, or at least make sure that my inventory has like 3 or so of each of these gems total. But it's pretty great, pretty great. So we have a player skill quest that arrives, which means that I might be bad at it. I don't actually know what these are. I don't know if this is new for North America or not. I don't remember this coming for Japan, but I might have just bad memory. But it looks like we will probably get some like I don't know. More move time 9 seconds, orb control challenges. Oh gosh. I'll probably do some videos on these when they come out. But it looks like you get stones, and hopefully we get stones and stuff for clearing them. I don't know if we do or not. You got stuff for clearing them. Let's see. 2 million rank experience. Wow. Okay, so that's the Pad Appreciation Fest. Now let's talk about, there's one thing they didn't include in these. Where is that thing? We'll talk about it, I guess, off Facebook. Let's talk about the new exclusives, Godfest exclusives, Fagan and Zog, which are, you know, remakes of existing monsters, as seems to be the trend for these metal tradables. Specifically existing farmable monsters. Yeah, so if you log in, I think anytime it's set in December, you get a medal you can trade for any one of these 2, which is nice. Let's take a look at them. Oh, it's really hard to see. I hope you guys can see. It's kind of small. I don't feel like changing out screens to go somewhere else and find it. So Fagan Rai, we're going to talk about him first. So he is a unique kind of active skill, a currently unique active skill, in which he does a form change in the dungeon when you use his active skill, and he becomes a new monster with different stats, different awakenings, and a different active skill. So he basically digivolves in the middle of your dungeon. You're going to have to do that every single time you do a dungeon. He won't stay like in his evolved form or anything. His pre-evolved form is pretty boring. It's the only interesting thing to note is that the active skill is the form change one. His awakenings, he only has 3. He doesn't have SBR even, or like any attacking attributes, skill boost, nothing. And his leader skill is just 5x attack with 5 combos, so like a times 5, which is like terrible leader skill. But post change, his awakenings, he has 4 7Cs, which is great. I think only Suo has 4 7Cs right now. Let's see, his active skill is a damage void pierce active for 2 turns. So it's like shelling forward and How and them, but for 2 turns and on a 10-turn cooldown. The 10-turn cooldown you take with a grain of salt because it will take you 30 turns to get to this point, because his active skill for the other one is 22. So you get through those 22 turns, you know, minus skill boost, and then 10 more for your first usage of this active skill. So in solo it might take a long time to get there, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And his leader skill is pretty good. It's 20x, so 400x attack multiplier with high HP and recovery, no shield, but he does have the coveted follow-up attack built into his leader skill, but it's with rainbow, so a little annoying. Not as easy as a row, but at least it's there. And he has an assist evolution, which gives a skill boost, cloud resist, and the active skill is adds 2 combos for 4 turns. And he comes with a Haku and Chinese elements orb skin, which is pretty cute. So in terms of using this guy, as a leader, he's strong post-change. The most annoying part obviously is getting through... Actually, the number one annoying part is getting enough skill boost to get to this post-change, because his pre-change form doesn't even have skill boost. You're gonna have to bring, like... If you're in solo, you're gonna bring like 22 skill boosts if you want him up turn 1, which is a pain in the butt. Also, second thing is that his leader skill in the post-change form needs dragon types only, which limits his team building in solo a lot. You're gonna need Valeria's, Whale Doors. You also want Rainbow attribute for his leader skill. So in solo, he seems like a pain in the butt. He seems to me to be a good co-op leader, because in co-op you share skill boosts, and it'll be easier for you guys to reach, for both of the Fagan leaders to reach 22 turns in turn 1, start going for it. So he seems to be a good co-op leader, but definitely just even being restricted to dragon types is like a little annoying, but it's not terrible. You can use things again like Valeria, Whale Door. You can use subs like Uruka and any other high-powered dragon subs. Amatsu is fine. What am I thinking of? Anything you would bring on a Riku team would be fine. Speaking of Riku, you can pair this guy with Riku, because I believe in Japan he got a buff that gave him more skill boosts. Let me look up what the buff was, just to be sure. Riku is a farmable. I think we've had a few opportunities to obtain him, but in Japan, he actually gets 5 skill boosts now. So he's a pretty good leader to pair with this thing if you want to. You can... So in the end, if you want to use him as a leader, like Fagan as a leader, you could just pair with Riku. Or use your Riku and pair with one of these. If you want to. So those are some options for Fagan. Moving on, we have Zayrog Infinity, who is a core, Zayrog Infinity core, who doesn't have that leader change, or what is it called? Digivolving active skill. So this first form here has sub 7 combos and small HP awakenings. I love the active skills. The active skill is great. It's a 1-turn cooldown, half HP, and as a cherry on top, you get a move time buff for 3 seconds, which is like a lot of seconds actually for a 1-turn cooldown, probably because of the half HP is considered a negative. I believe the only other 1-turn half HP that we have is from the Samurai Showdown collab. It's that cartridge, but that cartridge is a weapon assist, and I think it's meant to be used as assisted on top of something. So it's if you were to use it as a sub for a 1-turn cooldown, it's not as ideal as this. So this provides a lot of convenience for small HP teams, assuming that, you know, this guy fits in as a sub for those. Unfortunately, a lot of the really popular small HP teams like Omega and Revan, I don't know that... Well, he works on Revan actually, because Revan just needs Dragon? What does Revan need? Revan. Well, he doesn't work on Omega. I mean, he doesn't not work. He doesn't get his attack boost on Omega, because Omega wants fire and dark, and for the fire is a portion of Omega's leader skill that confers the attack multiplier. But you can still use Sky as a team if you want to on an Omega team. It's fine if he doesn't do too much damage, and he has a lot of personal damage awakenings. He effectively has 4 7C awakenings, so 8x attack with his 2 7Cs and the small HP. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage anyways. And he will work on a Revan team. No, actually, I lied. Well, depending on which form of Revan. I don't know why you want to use the other one. Never mind, he doesn't work on the small HP Revan team. Does he work on Ranger Slayer? Let me look up Ranger Slayer's active. or Ranger Slayer's leader skill. Fortunately, also does not work on Ranger Slayer, but he will work on any future dark, small HP awakening monsters there are. I believe there's going to be one upcoming in the new collab that we were foreshadowed with, but he should be pretty good for any future dark, small HP teams, which is great. Active skill wise. Leader skill wise, this form is also not bad. It ends up being, that's a lot, times 18 attack. You need 2 dark combos, which is a little annoying, but if you bring Skyfall leaders or actives that increase Dark Skyfall, it's not so bad. Chuan would be a fine sub because he wants dragons, and Chuan is dragon in a short cooldown. Dragon or dark rope production. And he gets a shield. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. Now we have the ult, which has TPAs, a VDP shield, skill charge, and some skill boosts. This guy has a Fujin style active, and he makes a rainbow board change. All attributes. So he's a Sherry style board change. I don't see anything about hearts in there. That's fine. I think there's better Fujin actives, but if this is your only Fujin active opportunity, you might want to pick this one up. How long are we at? 20 minutes. Let's see. The leader skill is... Oh, he became a big HP type leader skill. Not my... Big HP leaders are not my favorite because it can be hard to maintain that sometimes. It should be usable. It reminds me of Sherry's Roots, actually, who is also a... I think he needs, like... Doesn't he need dragons and big HP as well or something? Or is it Rainbow and big HP? I know he needs big HP for something. Mega Awoken Sherry's Roots, that is. Yeah, he needs dragons and a large amount of HP. This guy reminds me somewhat of Sherry's Roots, although this guy is straight combo based and Sherry's Roots is rainbow based. So this guy, I guess, is a little better than he. Here are some Super Awakenings. I'd probably go for the VDP, especially if you're in this top form here. And he gets an Assist Evolution, which is 2 TPAs and an attack boost, which is great. And the active skill is not bad. It's a Spike for Dragons, which may or may not be applicable to your team, because since he's a weapon assist, you can use this on non-dragon type teams. It's good for its own team if you have 2 of them. But certainly not a bad active to come up if you... I'm sure most teams will probably have at least 1 random dragon on them. The average team, I think. And 2 TBA, I should talk about the main important thing, which is that he has 2 TBAs as weapon assist. I don't think anything else has 2 TPAs. We have a lot of stuff that has 1 TPA and something else. Let me look up something. So I think this is like the highest multiplier. This is a really good attack boosting weapon assist, basically. I think Rajang was a contender. The Rajang assist, because it has, let me see, it has an L Awakening and a small HP Awakening, which is a lot as well. But he also had the minus HP, which is sadness. This guy has no negative awakenings to compensate for his high damage awakenings. TPAs aren't super popular. You can use this on, like, I don't know, a Tau Ren team. He uses dark TPAs, right? That could be a place to use them. But I think right now Rows are the most popular, so it might be hard to get your Row and your TPA. But regardless, it's nice to have. And this one has a, I don't know what these guys are called, but like Lynthia and Nordis and that group of farmables. It has that orb skin. You can see some Zayrogs and Lynthias and stuff on here. So those are the new 2 options you can trade for. The new Fest exclusives will get a token to trade for either one of them. And you have the who to trade for. I think, I want to say, the one overall thing to consider is you might roll them. So maybe if you don't need any of them straight away, you can hold your metal trade until you actually need one of them. That's like a pretty safe bet to go. And in case you happen to roll any one of them in any Super Godfest or similar event coming up, you can just trade for the other one. I think the Zayrog one wins out for me a little bit. I think Fagan's not bad, especially if you play in co-op, but you can get away with he's not as good in dupes, I don't think, because the weapon assist is fine. I think you generally don't need all of these things at the same time. I think maybe like the only situation I think of is if there's some crazy short ranking dungeon that has clouds and you need a skill boost assist for something else, but like I don't know if that exists currently, but you can usually get your skill boost assist in a number of other places, your cloud resist in a number of other places. So the assist to me it's not bad, but it's not like breaking my mind, like my box, like I need this for my box right now. Like I don't think you do. As a leader, I think so. I don't know if he'd be great at dupes. So Zayrog, though, I think 2 of the Zayrog forms have use, which is this first one here I like, and the second one I like. This could be useful. I guess arguably is more useful in dupes. It depends on what you need, I guess. And it depends on the existence of a team that can use your TPAs in such a way. I think it is pretty like, I don't know, it's a little up in the air though. I personally am probably actually going to hold my trade now that I think about it. I think Fagan seems fun. I don't know if after I get one, I'd be reaching for him that much, because again, you really want to be using him in co-op to make your life a lot easier team building. Like a solo team would need like a Valeria and like 2 whale doors, and like it's just a lot. So I think while the Fagan form is really interesting as a leader, I think I don't know how much I'd be reaching for it. Probably, again, only in co-op. So maybe I'd go for a Zayrog. But again, it's kind of up to you. Yeah, that's all the advice I have on that one. So lastly, let me see if I can find this really quick. I didn't see it in any of the Facebook announcements, but they did announce it on stream, so I am going to talk about it. But they did tease 2 events coming up, 2 rag machines coming up. Number 1 was Draconic Orchestra, which with the new inclusion of, I don't know its name. It's the Water Tifa, which is moderately exciting, or it's a strong monster for sure. But like with Tifa, you can pair with it because it's 7x6 and you want to use something else to pair with that Tifa. But the super exciting one was this. They announced that we're getting this thing, which is the Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Legend collab, which is a lot of words. I think the name of it that people call is the Fujimi collab. I don't know if it's a brand name or what, of like a company name. It is a long name, so I keep forgetting what it is. But this collab is broken. Like, well, this is an insanely strong collab, and I will be spending all my stones on this when it comes around. Like, when this came out in Japan, I remember looking at it and like thinking like legitimately some of these monsters are broken. I'll talk about this collab when we actually get the announcement for what it is in North America, but as a highlight, this is not the highlight. Well, it was the highlight, but there's an 8-star rarity monster that has 4 Dragon Killer, 4 Dragon Killers, which is bonkers, and her name is Lena Inverse. She's a nice skill that makes exactly 15 fire and dark orbs. She's just insane. And there's actually a lot of other good stuff in this collab, which I will go over. You can read it on your own time, but I'll go over it, when it comes to North America. But it's also a 7-stone machine, so it's not 10. Like, it's a lot of really strong things for only 7 stones. And there's some really good stuff in the lowest rarity too, which is lowest rarity is 6 stars, so it's guaranteed. Another one of those guaranteed diamond machines. But it's very exciting. I'm super impressed with Sam and the rest of the Gungho team for actually getting this to North America. I did not think we were going to get this, but we are, and it's great because now we have an OP machine to look forward to, which I don't know that we had prior to this being announced. Yeah, so let me know what you think about all of the news. Oh, and also I promised you guys a the witch machine. Let's see if I have it. Let me head back to the title screen. Here, Great Witch Egg Machine. Oh, the volume got a lot lower. Let me know what you guys think of this event and which monster you're going to trade for. Again, I'm probably going to hold for now. Maybe they'll get buffed in Japan, and we'll get a sneak peek to see what's better or worse. Why is it so soft? And again, I recommend this purchase. It's a good purchase. Let's see, is that too soft, too loud? Okay. So, time to roll. There is one thing I want from this. I shouldn't even have said that. That's bad luck enough already. I'm definitely not gonna say who it is that I really want, because that's bad luck. But I'll probably cry about it, because I'll complain if I don't get it, which is most likely what's gonna happen. Okay, this is a $10 or $99 bundle. You get 10 stones and a witch and some super snow globes, which is all pretty nice. Come on, witch. Diamond. Who is it? Oh gosh, it's the worst one out of all of them. Sigh. Well, the one I wanted was Saline, but that's okay. A reach is definitely trade fodder. I have 3 reaches apparently, and I honestly wouldn't mind even just trading away like 2 of them. Well, I probably would only want to trade this one away, but this was trade fodder. I have so many dupes of every witch except Saline. I've had 3 Varroas, I've had at least 3 Medus, I've had 3 Zellas, and now I have had 3 reaches, not including my Dark Reach from Gungho Collab. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe you'll get Saline one day. Oh, also I should mention briefly, this is what I got from my Heroines bundle roll. I got a Cheroon, which is, again, I was missing one of them and I did not get it. That's okay. People were telling me that she's good with the new Water Tifa, so it's whatever. Anyways, hopefully you get what you want from your witch roll if you're doing it. Thanks for watching, happy Thanksgiving again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.